It's time for bull versus bear. Nykaa is the stock in focus with regard to bull versus bear. Mahima's here. There's obviously some bit that has happened today morning and 4% lower. It stayed that way, but it's a great day to get that perspective. Mahima.
Right, so the stock is down today because Harinder Pal, who is one of the early investors in Nykaa, has exited his share partially, around 2.3% stake he's sold. His stake stood at around 4.97% in March, so his stake will come down to around that 2.5% mark. Earlier in August 2024 also, his family had offloaded around 1.4% stake in Nykaa, so that's why the stock is down today. But with respect to where the bull versus bear case stands for this particular counter, recently in their investor presentation they had mentioned that they aim to grow at mid 20% levels, but considering that beauty margins will see pressure because of higher delivery cost, and this is because of the new Nykaa Now expansion that they're doing, so margins will be under pressure going forward. The next one, in terms of the overall fashion growth expectation, they're expecting break-even by FY26, mid to high single-digit growth in terms of the Nykaa fashion margins by FY28, and by FY30 they're aiming to grow margins at around 10% for Nykaa fashion. But overall they have moderated their guidance for Nykaa fashion in terms of net sales growth. Now the guidance stands at around 2 to 3 times, which was earlier around 2.5 to 3.5 times. So that is something that CLSA and JP Morgan also did not like, and even Macquarie did not like. In terms of their overall store expansion, they plan to expand to 500 stores by FY30, but in terms of the overall competitive outlook, that is something that could overall go ahead and put pressure on Nykaa in terms of margin as well as profitability, because they will have to go ahead and increase their marketing spends. So that is one concern here, and of course the competition coming in from Tira could also be something to most certainly watch out for. Lastly, in terms of their ambition to grow overall their organic portfolio at a CAGR of 30%, they're growing and the gross merchandise value that they've targeted is 6,000 crores by FY30. But even if you look at the FY27 estimated valuations, that stands at around 127 times. Currently, it stands at a P of 880 times. So Nykaa, in the near future, even 2 years down the line, not looking very cheap. Lastly, in terms of where the street cred stands, there are 13 buy calls, 4 holds and 9 sells right now, upside of hardly 3% for Nykaa. So the street right now is also a little cautious with respect to where the entire growth aspect is, and plus where the valuation stands. So this is with regards to where the bull versus bear case of Nykaa stands.
Okay. Thank you for that, Mahima. So Nykaa, the stock in pain today, obviously, because there is a block deal and one of the early investors is exiting their position. Rajesh Palve now joins it in the conversation. He's SVP Technical and Derivatives Research at Axis Securities. Of course, Aditya Shah continues with us. Welcome, Rajesh, to the conversation. Since we've been talking about Nykaa, let me start with your view on Nykaa. Is there a buying opportunity here?
Good afternoon. So there is some profit taking is happening in this counter, and now stock is approaching again back towards 20-day moving average support area, which is placed at around 198 zone. So I think 198 is a very crucial level for near-term perspective. If it breaks below 198, we may see furthermore, supply pressure up or down move towards 192 kind of zone. But at this juncture, if it's able to defend this 198, some pullback action should be there, because if we analyze the overall structure for near term to short term, there is a series of higher top higher bottom formation, so which indicates that buying action is sustained buying action is there in this counter. So around 198 one can buy with stop loss of 195. In the pullback, 210 to 212 would be the immediate hurdle. If it's able to take out about 212, then rally can extend towards 225.
Okay. So, okay, that's the story with Nykaa. Aditya, is this something that you track?
Yes, I track this company. Okay, the growth is not spectacular. However, the valuations of the company continue to remain really very expensive. So in the near term, I would like to avoid the stock, wait and watch, let the valuations take a time correction. From there on, you need to look at the stock. For me, it's just too expensive right now to invest.
Aditya, sorry, want to quickly get this piece out of the way. DCM Sriram, any idea?